And we're live.
Can't add him.
We're live. Hold on, we're live. Let me see if I can pick up JP. Is he calling?
Yeah, he's calling. But he's not calling me. He's calling, he's not calling you. He's calling me.
No, I just added him. Let's see if he'll pick up.
You just added him?
Yeah, it says it's ringing.
Oh, that fucking jag off. Pick up.
Pick up, JP.
Hey, I want to do renditions of fucking fag. Pick up. But I want to do, Debbie, I want to do renditions of Voices Carry.
You do? Hi, JP.
What's going on? I made it in.
You're here,
Yeah.
sweetie.
This is No Good Deed Goes Unpunished.
Hey, no deed. No good deed goes unpunished. We've been talking a lot about that. Are we on the air?
Yes, I
We
just
are
went on the air.
fucking air.
Fuck yeah. A mouthful of pizza in my mouth.
What a pig.
I just had some pizza. Fuck yeah. Me and Debbie, we can't have fucking pizza, you bastard.
Why
Oh,
not?
listen to this.
They're just
Listen.
like-
Listen to this, Mr. Midnight Movie.
Okay.
It's fixing to play. It's playing, but there's like an empty part in the beginning. Here it goes. So, what's up with the new hairstyle? It's karaoke. There's no word. There's no lyrics.
Oh, shit.
In the dark, I'd like to read his mind. Yeah, that's where that's at.
But see, here's the thing, Debbie.
Yeah.
You should do it as Mississippi, Texas, Texas hillbilly as you can. I think it would be really funny if you did it that way.
Debbie, you didn't get the clip. I made a clip tonight, a funny one with this. Oh man.
Was it on Twitter?
Yeah, play it.
Was it on Twitter?
Fizzler?
Just
What?
Twizzler,
No,
Twizzlers?
let me send it to you now. I'll send it to you right now.
Twizzlers?
So I think like if you did it with like a real Texas drawl, hush, hush, keep it down now. Voices carry.
Don't talk like that.
No, but if you did it, he said, shut up.
Okay, let me try.
Now, tell me if this plays. Tell me if this. I don't
Okay,
know.
go. Sorry.
No, I don't think it played. I'll send
God
it to you.
damn you.
I can share it.
Okay, you want me to try it? You want me to try the song like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
All right, she's going to do the song. I'm going to put myself on mute.
I wonder why it takes so long to start. In the dark, I like to read his mind. Hold on, I gotta warm up. But I'm frightened of the things I might find. Hold on, I gotta get this. Oh, there must be something he's thinking of to tear him away. When I tell him that I'm falling in love, why does he say, hey, hey, hush, hush, keep it down now, voices carry. Hush, hush, keep it down now, voices carry. Try so hard not to get up and say it. I'm trying real hard. I don't know how this is going to sound. Because I know, all the trouble I'll get. I don't do a southern voice very good. Oh, he tells me tears are something to hide and something to fear. And I try so hard to keep it inside so no one can hear. Hush, hush, voices carry. Am I not doing that good? I don't think I'm doing that good. Am I doing that good?
I was digging it, man. You were singing that song pretty fucking good.
All right.
I like it.
Keep it down now. Voices carry. Hush, hush. Keep it down now. Voices carry. Oh, oh.
I hear the band's doing really good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What kind of daisy
What's
you
up with the
get?
hair?
He wants me, but only part of the time. He wants me, if he can keep me in line. Hush, hush, keep it down now. Voices carry. Hush, hush. Keep it down. This is a really repetitive song. That's all they fucking say is hush, hush. What the fuck?
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush.
Keep it down now. Voices carry.
We hate that song.
Duet. Let's
That
turn it
song.
into a duet.
Weren't you kind of getting into it just a little bit? Or maybe not.
No, I was just
Hello?
looking. No, I was just looking. They have some other stuff on here. They have so many other karaoke songs on here. Journey, Don't Stop Believing,
Don't
What?
stop bereaving.
Take on Me by Aha. They've got, let's see.
I thought about doing that like with an Arnold accent. Take on me.
Get to the chopper. Get to the
Get to
choppers.
the chopper.
Get to the
Take
choppers.
me on. No.
You know, most 80s music really sucked, if you want to know the truth. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the Cars?
What?
What was it? Some
Hey,
of the
don't say
Cars
anything bad
songs?
about the Cars now. The Cars rocked.
You like the Cars?
No, I love the Cars.
That guy looked like such a goof, though.
Hey, man.
Yeah, but he had Nadia. What was it Nadia Comaneci?
Yep.
Or not Nadia.
Rick
Who's
Ocasek?
that?
Are you talking about Rick Ocasek?
Yeah, the ugly dude had the hot chick.
Oh,
And
my
you
God,
kept it
yes.
going.
He like the hottest chick in the world.
Wasn't he an ugly man, though?
Yeah, but that guy was he was at the top of the game, man.
Yeah. Debbie thought he,
he
was
was
hot.
it.
Oh, I thought he was the best. Oh, my God. I thought he was the best.
Now he walks around with a needle in his arm.
Does
Is he
he?
a heroin addict?
What?
Oh no, I made that up.
I have a
Made that
feeling
up.
you did.
Starting rumors about Rick Ocasek.
Yes. Is he still alive? You know, he's going to live to be like 200 because he probably eats like one salad a day. Like I should be doing. If I want to even make it to 60.
That
They
would
did
be
a-
a minor miracle.
They did a song called A Dream Away, and when I went to see them live and in concert in Dallas, I was sitting first row with my girlfriend, center stage. No, I was first. We went first row, and everybody was making all this noise, and all these balls were flying around. Everybody was playing and everything, and I was the only person that could hear them start, and it was going like tick, 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 and I started going, shh, listen, they're coming on, and this curtain opened real slow, and Rick Ocasek stood right in front of me with this light down shining on him, and he goes, 5 a.m, all alone in your room, and it's like he was looking right at us when he did this. It was crazy. It was amazing. It was truly amazing.
Did he drive you home that night?
He could have. I can tell you that right now. Rick Ocasek is, 6'8" or something like that?
Oh man,
So he must have had a huge.
I don't know about that.
string. Yeah, he was super skinny. Yeah,
I
he
think I
had
kicked
that
his ass
actress.
once.
He had the supermodel. What's
And the guy was right in front of us that did the keyboard. I just think they're one of the most.
Polina Poroskova. That's
Yes.
who it was, Polina.
And she's still with him.
What?
Yeah, Rick Ocasek, absolutely. Yep.
And he's
You're
really-
right.
Oh my God, I just found them doing Just a Dream Away live in Dallas, Texas. Listen to this. Oh my God. Yeah, but they're not starting it right because when they start off the song, it's really ominous sounding because it just goes tick, 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 tick. But you know what the weirdest thing that happened to me at a concert was when I went to see Genesis. Are y'all familiar with Genesis?
It's no fun being an illegal alien.
Well, you're talking about with not with Peter Gabriel, but with the other guy at the head.
What's his name?
Phil Collins, Mama.
Phil Collins. Well, we sat first row again because see, I wouldn't go unless I was just like, if I wasn't first row, I wouldn't fuck with it. I was just like, I don't feel like fighting them, and it's just whatever. Because I had a friend that sold tickets. It was called Texas Tickets, and he sold tickets, and he was this guy that I knew in high school that had this huge crush on me, and he would always save the best tickets for me. And the very first song, when I went to see Phil Collins, I remember sitting next to my brother, David, and I said to David goes, man, this is kind of the living room effect. You know what I mean? Because there was nobody in front of us, and we had our legs crossed out in front of us, and he goes, this is amazing. And his first song that he did when he opened up the concert that we went to that was amazing was this song right here, and it was wickedly weird. Anyway, I have too much noise to play that song right now on the line.
I love that song, Mama. But
what's the best concert you ever went to? A Jewish producer, Twizzlers.
Whoa, so many good ones.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Why did she say Twizzlers?
Because we're talking about food, and Twizzlers are not as good as Red Vines, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I've never understood, because I always thought it sounded better on the radio than live. I was never a fan of going to concerts. I never.
Have you ever been to a concert? Have you ever been to a concert?
Yes, I have.
What concert have you been to, sweetie?
Joe Jackson.
Who is that?
Whoa, I've seen Joe Jackson 4 times. Great show, great performer. Great live.
And there was another band playing in the amphitheater, and I saw a guy get his eye punched in there, and I said,
whoa.
I said to myself, I never want to go here ever again. I don't like concerts. I prefer.
Not me. I love them.
I like seeing movies on the big screen, but I don't enjoy. Yeah, to me it's like but I don't know. To me it's like you can hear the music good on a good stereo system. That's
I know, but there's something about seeing in person the band that you've been worshiping, because there's not many I haven't seen. I've literally seen everybody.
Have you ever seen Prince?
No.
I'm kind of like that. I've seen so many shows I could hardly remember one, but I parked Prince's car once for him.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, he went to House of Blues. I was a valet parker there.
Guess what is the number one band?
By the way, they just completely wiped out House of Blues this week. Completely gone.
What do you mean, gone?
They
tore it down?
Not as big of a deal to you because you're not from LA, but it was a big showcase place, and it's gone.
Do they still have Whiskey A Go-Go?
Yeah, the Whiskey is still there, and the Rainbow Room, and all those places are still there.
You know, JP, I wish I'd have known you back then. They had a bar on Sunday afternoons. They had a bar and restaurant league, and they had one of them was not the one you were talking about, the Whiskey A Go Go, Miyagi's, Jockster Daily was Culver City, but they had all these bars on Sunset, and my friend always liked. You remember Tower Records?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right there on Sunset.
Yeah.
That's gone too.
It's gone. Yeah. So
I just sent Debbie a great picture of Rick Ocasek on Skype.
Is he naked?
Let me go see what you got. Hold on. Redirect notice. Is that you? Is this redirect notice?
It'll take you to the picture though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, my back. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's cool. I don't care if he's skinny mini. Skinny mini doesn't bother me. I love the fuck out of him. I think he's one of the most talented son of a bitches I've ever been around in my life.
Super skinny, but he's great. Really
You know what?
He's amazing is what he is.
You know what? Chicks will, if a guy's got like musical talent and shit, chicks will overlook a guy's looks if he's got me. I mean, I could be wrong, but a lot of chicks.
Talent is an asset.
Yeah, it gets in the ass.
Okay.
Would you have dated Mick Jagger, Debbie?
No. I couldn't stand. I can't stand his look at how great I am. See, you have to realize that when you look at Rick Ocasek doesn't see himself as something fabulous, and that's what's attractive to me. I don't like guys that think their shit doesn't stink like Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger thinks his shit doesn't stink.
Would you say the same thing about Bob Dylan?
That was before me. That was kind of, I don't know, I kind of really started this stuff in the 80s. I mean, I remember that music, but you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't around. You know what I mean?
How about Tom Petty?
Indifferent. Now, if you want to mention somebody you know what my favorite all-time rock and roll song is, right? So you know who does that. He's also a short little guy. You know that song?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Don't call me a liar.
You know what what the most amazing song? See, my little brother was actually a roadie with AC/DC. I've got in my lockbox, in my lockbox over here, I've actually got the very first album that they ever did, the original roadie shirt of Jay's. I got it whenever he died. I was in his bedroom and I reached into his laundry and I got it out and I kept it. And it's amazing. My mom wouldn't let him tour anywhere out of the state of Texas, but he got to go around, and he was actually at this concert, which I found one time online. This is the one Jay was working at.
How you doing tonight? Down in business, some brand new album called Shut Down in Flames.
That gives me chills every time I hear it. I just have chills all over me. Ugh.
Rock and roll, baby.
He was one of the guys that stood in the front. He was a guard because he was so big. You know what I mean? 15 years old.
Yeah.
15 years old, and the kid was 6'2" and weighed about 230 pounds of solid steel, my little brother.
I was big like that, but I wasn't that tall. I always wanted to be like 6'4" and shit.
And if you looked at me wrong, Jay would kill you. Not so with my big brother. He turned out to be a fucking prick.
I'd look at you right, Debbie. I look at you so right.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We would have protected you.
Yes.
My brother had to protect me from my other brother. My big brother was a bully, was a horrible bully, and made my life a living hell. But who cares about that, right?
But that's what you were tweeting about.
Oh,
That
yeah.
You grew up with a bull.
Goddamn right. He was horrible. Absolutely tremendously horrible. I can't even tell you how horrible he was. But I made friends with him, and we were inseparable for about 10 years, and then he got married to this big fat girl who didn't like what she called skinny girls, and had a big problem with me, and told my brother it's either me or her. Well, what's he going to do? Pick me? You know? People that bust up families, I think, are demonic. I think they're just demonic.
Yeah, throw my sister into that mix. She's a monster.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I've known people who are control freaks, and people get their clutches into them. Sooner or later, control freaks, people catch on to what they are, and they fall right by the wayside. It may take a couple of years, but it's been my experience that every control freak, people catch on. Sooner or later, they catch on to their bullshit.
Yeah.
I had a cousin who was a control freak, and this chick would have committed suicide over him. And then, you know, after a while, she caught on to his bullshit. She dumped him like a hot fucking potato. And he cried like a bitch. And
I love to watch the controlling ones cry like bitches. When I was with Craig before Vic, because I only had Craig before Vic, and before that I just had a couple of boyfriends in high school. And Victor ended up moving me out of Craig's apartment, out of Craig's house. Craig was treating me like fucking shit. He had my self-esteem in the gutter, okay? And when I left him, he cried like a bitch, chased me for a year. And I thought, yeah, where's your Moses now?
Did you lose all respect for him when he cried like a little fag boy?
Absolutely. I was gone. I had hit another height. I had gone up in stature, in social stature.
You know what you see with guys like that? You know, because they're so confident and they're so cocky.
Peter Frampton. That's right, Eric. Peter Frampton. I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat room for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know,
that's your all-time favorite. Gotcha.
Me? I'm sorry.
Oh, are you talking about what's AC/DC your all-time favorite?
No, my all-time favorite song is done by Peter Frampton. It's called "Do You Feel?"
Okay.
Do you feel like I? Do you feel like we do?
Gotcha. Okay.
Hi,
But
Curtis.
yeah,
Hi, Curtis. Curtis is listening live, and he says hi. Hi, Curtis. How are you doing, sweetie?
Yeah, it's got to be something to see. You know, the cocky and arrogant, because it's you know, basically when you see them fall apart, you realize that it's all a facade. They're just little boys who aren't men, who are pretending to be men but are really paper tigers.
I'm listening.
Oh, I was done with what I said. Yeah, I mean, they're fucking, you know, like a guy who thinks he's all hot shit and, you know, doesn't care, and then really does is a fake and a phony and a paper tiger.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people care a lot about age. In the private chat room that I heard today, I got a screenshot. And somebody was in there posting that I'm 59. Are you kidding me, guys? You know how old that would make my daughter? Jesus Christ. Y'all listen to those people that are in there. All right, we're going to go back to this because DJ T wants to hear a little bit more of this. Just bear with me.
Yeah, play it.
Go to hell. That was actually recorded in Lubbock, Texas, and my little brother was actually at that concert, and it's really sad to think about that, you know. Okay, Fufu, stop it.
I was there yelling, "Put on Dirty Deeds."
Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. That's my favorite song. Yeah, that's good
From theirs
stuff.
it is.
Do what? I'm sorry, I
From
can't think because
AC/DC,
every time I
it
come
is.
on the air,
And
Fufu has to have my undivided attention. What the fuck do you want, Fufu? What? What? I guess I got to go take her out. She's been sitting in here for like an hour and a half when I was just doing nothing but watching a movie. I did see one of the new movies that are out. I don't know if it's new or not. It came out in 2016. I want to talk to you about that. I got to take Fufu out. I'll be right back. Take over, guys.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
All right.
Well, JP.
Yeah. Did I miss anything when I got? How long were you on there?
I was on the air. We were on the air for a couple. No. When you called, we were getting on the air just as you called in.
I was wondering. Okay.
Now, has it been chilly up in your neck of the woods?
Oh, it was overcast all day today.
It's kind of nice to a degree, isn't it? You can work out a little bit harder.
Yeah. I got a lot done. I'm painting right now. I'm painting a room, so I was able to kind of get stuff done without sweating balls.
Now, have you seen Boss Ross? Like he's changed because he used to have all these dreams and stuff, and now Boss Ross, he's like sitting in bed all day, and like he says, you know, like he'll talk about like real life in Culver City and shit, but he doesn't really have, like he's almost, does it seem like he's lost motivation?
Yeah, he has. Well, he hasn't said a word to me the last 4 or 5 times I've seen him.
He said hello. Didn't he say hello, Joe?
Yeah, maybe hello.
Yeah, but it's like,
It seems like he's lost some drive. Yeah.
well, you know what he said? Because he said, you know, he said I enjoy watching television. And Ross used to hate. Boss Ross used to hate watching, like, you know, sitting on the TV all day. He used to say, like my brother and I, you watch that Idiot Box. And now he's doing just that, watching the Idiot Box all day.
Yeah. He needs to get the hell up.
He doesn't want
Is there any way to motivate him to get out?
Maybe some sexy snatch.
God, I wonder if you know, we could lure him out with some titties.
Yeah, I can, you know, take my shirt off and show him some tits. But I don't know, dude. I don't know what you know, like, I don't even think, because I think he's afraid he's going to fall again. And I guess he's not in pain. I guess he's comfy. So, you know, but I would go nuts if I mean, I would, you know, I think I'd put the gun to my mouth and just blow my head off if I were like, you know.
I would definitely do that. He needs to get the hell out of bed.
Or, yeah. Because,
Is he eating? He have a normal appetite?
Oh, he eats occasionally, you know, like, but he's just like, he's cuckoo.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's lost all. We was talking about, like, I want to do real life, you know, like talk about radio show in real life, and I said, get out of bed.
You know who else is like that?
Who?
It's Mama Edith. Oh, man.
Oh.
Edith is doing the same thing. She's in bed all day.
Did she get up at all?
Yeah, she's getting up, though, man. It took her 3 days. She's out of bed. Broke a rib. Still out of bed, moving around.
So
no way, man.
She can kick my old man's ass.
Yeah. She would verbally rape him, and then she would beat him to a pulp.
Maybe they could share a diaper together.
You know what I did?
I still love that idea.
Cat fucking.
We should put them both in the same bed.
There we go.
Have you ever heard of high intensity training? Hello?
Sounds painful.
Yeah.
With my pinched nerve, I can't do it, Debbie.
You talking about like what they're doing out of warehouses and shit?
No, I joined a group of people that jog and they run, but it's high intensity workout. You just
like boot camps.
Well, you sprint for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and then you stop, and then you sprint again, then you stop, then you sprint again, and you stop. It's called high intensity, and it's supposed to do so much. It's so much better for you.
You know, I think it's really good for your mind if you're able to do that. You're still not gonna be able to outrun me, Debbie. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep it up. Just keep telling yourself that.
By the way, are you working tomorrow, Brian?
I'm playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then I got to cancel a dental appointment for the old man.
They need any players tomorrow?
I'll ask Fuckface if he needs any.
Yeah, find out.
Fuckface.
But
hey, Brian.
Everybody's got it.
Brian, I want you to. Oh, well, there's Ash. Why don't you go talk shit about me, Ashley, in the other chat room? Yep.
Ooh, is there another drama?
Yeah. These people come in my room like, "Hi, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Whatever." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Get out." Ashley. Go on, Ash. I know how you feel about me. I saw what you said to Stabby, and everybody sent me a screenshot of it, and it was a piece of shit. Fuck you.
You know who I miss, Debbie? I miss Holly Stalin. What the fuck was her name? What was the other name?
Red?
Holly's
Red?
No, God, we did Spreaker Top Part Boo with her.
I know. Why am I? Allie Top.
Allie Top. Holly Stalin, Allie Top.
Yeah, I still talk to Allie Top.
She was awesome.
I know. She was good, but Sonny told her to go away. So.
What?
Yeah.
Damn you, son.
Not Lester, but another person by the name of Sonny, correct?
No.
Oh.
Sonny. Lester Sonny.
He told her to go away?
Pretty much.
Why?
Because she was getting involved between me and the Jew. Remember, she was taking a hardline stance against me and against the Jew.
Yeah.
And he said it wasn't really whatever. I don't know why, but he did.
Oh.
Well, I mean, whatever.
I mean, he might have had a logical reason. Because usually what he does is kind of logical. He's a sensible guy. That's just my thought. And she never came back after that?
Nope. She never would. Nope. She never would.
I'm going to have to inquire and figure this out.
Yeah. And then also find out if Holly, God, I keep calling her Holly Stalin, but to find out if she's really Jeep Girl. Didn't they seem kind of alike?
Not. No, definitely not.
I know.
I know you know, but
no, they're not.
Jeep Girl is long gone.
She was on for a while, and I was bragging to Debbie, "Look what we got! Your long lost girlfriend, Jeep Girl."
Yep. She said hi to me just in 4 months ago.
Is she still living out in Oregon?
She is.
Didn't y'all talk to her like not too long ago?
Yes.
We did a show with her.
That's
right.
We
did. We did a show.
She was boring as
hell. And then
hell.
she disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, she was boring. Not exciting like Katie D.
Yeah, you got to drag it out of her. Like unlike Katie D, who's just like a walking bag of interest.
Poor big Debbie. I'm big. Ash, I bet you outweigh me probably 150 pounds. Don't call me big. I'm tiny. I mean, I barely can hold up on a size 6 jeans right now. They fall off of me. Don't call me big.
You know who else was amazing?
Who?
It still is amazing. I know you don't like him anymore, but it's Chris Nelson.
No, don't go to that chat room, Curtis. That's where all the haters are. Unless you want to go there, I don't care.
Now, do you still, are you and Chris Nelson still in the outsy poos?
No, he's fine with me.
Okay. Because I think he's fucking amazing. I haven't listened to his show in a while.
You're just mean to him. That's all that is. You're just mean to him.
The guy's fascinating, and I point that out. I'm one of his biggest fans.
He thinks we're being just completely facetious, and we're not. We really like Chris Nelson.
Dude, I find that guy fascinating. I would never loan that guy money, but I do find him fascinating. I might loan him maybe $20 is the most I would loan him. JP, how much would you loan that guy?
Dude, you should never loan anybody another $1 the rest of your life. You're a bad banker.
Yeah, you're right. But would you loan, if Chris needed a 5 spot, would you loan it to him?
Yeah.
How about a 20?
I would not bail him out of jail.
Okay. Debbie, would you bail Chris Nelson out of jail?
Probably, yeah.
See, she's got a heart. So I know you'd bail me out of jail.
Yeah, of course.
Because I didn't murder those people. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
What if it was for stealing food? I wouldn't bail you out. I'd let you sit in jail.
I've never stolen food, although I've gotten kicked out of a buffet. Because they said this is not all you can eat.
Oh, shit.
And I thought that was the definition of a buffet. I was actually thinking I could sue. My cousin would always threaten, and for a while I thought he was correct, but he would threaten to sue people all the time. Like my schizophrenic cousin. What the fuck was that?
Where's Beppe?
I was talking to Beppe last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Beppe, yeah, we're still working on that meat spin porn, by the way. That Antifa porn. And, I was looking at Brazilian for strictly research purposes. I was looking at MFX porn. And I think, JP, one of our projects has to be perhaps a trip to Brazil and find out what exactly this fetish porn is all about.
I'm on it.
Yeah. The country's really doing bad, by the way. Awful.
Brazil. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Debbie, you said you've gotten addicted to Dennis Prager.
Yeah, I was listening to him today. And I was thinking, wow, he makes a lot of sense. And that's the people I get hooked on, is people that make a lot of sense. So, but I want to ask you something, Mr. Midnight Movie. Now, a lot of these people that are hanging around and doing all this bullshit, okay? Don't say anything, but am I having problems in my personal life right now? Just yes or no. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Are you having any problems compared to what?
Compared to
I don't think so.
Compared to anything. No, Mr. Midnight Movie knows because I talked to him about it before we went on the air. Am I?
Oh.
Yes. Traumatic problems.
Oh.
Remember Mr. Midnight
Yeah.
Movie? Okay. What I'm saying is I don't want...
the thing is, I didn't want to, like...
No.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about what's going on, but I'm just asking you, yes or no, am I having traumatic problems in my personal life right now?
Yes, sure. You've had traumatic problems in your past life and now in your present life, yes.
So, for me to be in the situation, in the mood that I am, do you honestly think that I would give this much fuck about what these people are doing to me online?
No.
Thank you. So don't take the credit, boys. I've got problems over here that I'm rocking. I'm filleting some fish that have nothing to do with you people, okay? I'm going through a very hard time over here, and none of you give a fuck. You can all stay in your snake pit and talk your shit behind my back because and sit there and think, oh, we've got Debbie all upset. It has nothing to do with you guys. Nothing. You're not that important. Trust me. So there you go.
No. I mean, it's like, yeah. Oh, my God, I need a drink of water. Now, you said you saw a movie, Debbie.
I did. I saw an amazing movie that's called, I don't remember the name. Let me find it. I watched it a little while ago. It's called Before I Fall. Haven't heard of
seen
it?
that.
I didn't think so. It's interesting though. It reminds me of what's not Gopher Day, but what's that day when we see if we're going to have more of winter? What's it called? Groundhog Day. It's just like Groundhog Day.
Oh, I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see
You
it.
know,
Saw the
that, by the way, Groundhog Day is Dennis Prager's favorite film.
Well, it's your favorite film too.
You know, and
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and you know what? Dennis Prager and Alan Carolla were talking, and he said, you know, the films that win Academy Awards, you know, like about like the single mother, the drunken father. He said, you know, just about anybody can write that out of personal experience, but try to write a Groundhog Day.
Yeah, truly a inventive story. I saw speaking of, you know, Oscar-winning movies, I saw La La Land last night, and really, you know what? I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. What I saw of it, I didn't like. I thought it was, what is this shit?
Yeah, it was shit.
It's not Singing in the Rain, and it's not Hair.
Yeah, I tuned out of that real quick.
And Debbie and I still haven't seen Wonder Woman.
Losers.
I've heard from some people it's okay, and other people's it's like the greatest DC movie they've ever seen. Did you see it, Debbie?
No. Nope.
So you can't say anything since you haven't seen it. You can't make your own judgment about it.
I just know what it looks like, and it doesn't look like it's all that great.
But you know what? Prometheus looked fucking great. God's, you know, that Ten Commandments movie looked great. So sometimes a film can look great, not look great, but be a fucking great film.
Yeah, we thought Prometheus was going to be the end-all, be-all, the end, whatever you want to call it, and it sucked. It was horrible. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It wasn't as great as we thought it was going to be. Remember?
No. Yeah, no. It still cinematically looks great, but you know, no, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy Justice League.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
And I heard the movie Baby Driver that's coming out in a couple of weeks is pretty good. They, you know, like the reviews on it are really good.
What's your numbers look like tonight? Is anybody out there listening?
Yeah.
Let me check. Hold on.
Curious to see if it's a busy night or a quiet night. Seems like a quiet night.
Yes.
47.
Nobody's out there bloviating. And the title of our show is No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. And
why did you want to name it that? Why did you want to call it that? You named it. Why did you want to call it that for?
Well, because I think we've all had friends that we've championed and felt sorry for and have done nice things for, only to have them turn around and hurt us in the worst possible way. You, me, and JP have both had that experience. And they punish you when you don't give them your last ounce of blood.
Yeah, but mine was online. Mine wasn't in real life, but yours was in real life, and mine was online. With, of course,
but you know what? It's the same
I've had
thing.
a real life. Oh,
yeah.
Real
life. But Debbie, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, even though it's online, you do a nice thing for somebody, you get to know them, and then they fucking turn on you like a fucking viper. And you did.
It's happened to me in real life and online.
Yeah. And you did nothing but help this person and have compassion. And for your compassion, and same thing with me, for my compassion, I get fucking, you know, bit in the ass hard. And it's like, you fucking scumbag of shit.
Whoa.
It's like, I feel so fucking like, what, you know, it's like, you know, and then the more I know about this person has burned so many people. and I listen, and I, you know what? I should have gotten all the clues of the way he is. And it's more than one person, but it's like, God.
And this kind of sounds cliche, but that's so true. Most of the time, these people have a lot of people in their lives that they used to know, and that's a sure sign that they've been fucking up a bunch of relationships by doing screwball things, terrible things, after being helped.
Yeah. They play. You know what? They're wolves in sheep's clothing.
Happened
And then
to me recently. Wow.
Yeah. And then when the sheep's clothing comes off, look out, man. They're out for fucking blood. And you better, you better have that fucking gun handy to kill that fucking wolf. Because they're out for blood. And everything you confide in them, everything that they know about you, they're there to fucking try to hurt you and squeeze you for every ounce they can. Vile pieces of shit. Scum of the earth. Am I out of line?
No, I'm just listening to you. I
Rotten
stay on mute.
people. Rotten.
I stay on mute when somebody else. If I'm not speaking, I go straight back on mute, just like this.
Oh, she's muted. I can't hear her.
She's muted.
Probably screaming. They're right. They're always right. Mr. Midnight Movie's always right.
Or she's like, shut the fuck up. Hush, hush.
And she hits the button. You guys are all full of shit.
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush. Voice
Hush,
is scary.
Keep it down now. Voice is Carrie.
You asked me to sing it, you mullet.
I did, but I wanted you to go. You weren't hillbillying it up.
I tried. That's as hillbilly as I could get it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go more. Really? I thought you can't.
Yeah.
Like, don't you have family members in Mississippi?
I've never even been to Mississippi.
Really? Have
No.
you ever been to Atlanta?
No, I've never been. I've been to where they have the golf tournament every year. What's it called? I don't know. We're out there on the beach where they have the golf tournament every year. Sorry.
Have you been to New Orleans?
I have driven through New Orleans.
So you never went in and had. I wonder what New Orleans is like after, because I went there years ago and I haven't been since Hurricane Katrina. I wonder what it's like now. I guess nobody knows in the chat in here.
Do you say what is New Orleans like after what? Say it one more time.
Hurricane Katrina.
I honestly do not know. I really had nothing to do with that. I don't know anything about New Orleans. I'm not an aficionado on that, so I can't speak about it. I've never even been there.
Louisiana? You never been you never been through like any cities in Louisiana or anything like that?
I've driven through there on Highway 49 many times.
Okay. Have you been to the city? Have you been to? I imagine you've been to Houston before.
I've driven through Houston. I can
You've
tell
never,
you.
you've,
I can tell you where
What the heck?
I can tell you where I've been, but I haven't been to Houston or New Orleans or Atlanta or Mississippi. I mean, I've been about everywhere. I've been to San Antonio, Austin, Galveston, Port Aransas, South Padre Island, El Paso. I've been to Plainview. I've been to I'm in Texas or in the United States or worldwide.
Now, Debbie, when you were in El Paso, did you ever pass a place called Brackenville?
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's near El Paso.
Brackenville? I don't know. Did you know that if you're standing in El Paso, Texas, you're closer to Los Angeles than you are to Texarkana?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how far away it is. It's the longest drive you've ever seen in your life. It's the longest drive. It's horrible. terrible. So anyway,
Now, how far away is Dallas from like how long of a drive is Austin to Dallas?
for me or for normal people, for me it's about 3.5 hours. For normal people, it's 5.
Ah, so you speed up. Okay.
You bet. No, I've never done
What-
New Orleans. I'm more of a beach
Now-
person. Cancun, San Diego, the West Coast, things along those lines. I'm not into recession. I'm not into Cajun stuff for some reason. I'm just not.
I love that shit, dude. That's what I love
they're a
about
bunch
New
of
Orleans.
hillbillies and stuff.
Yeehaw! Now, yep. What was I going to say?
Yeah. Go on with yourself.
What's the difference between Dallas and I mean, like, is Austin like kind of hippie-ish?
Austin is heaven compared to Dallas. My first time I ever went to Dealey Plaza and my feelings about it. Well, the first time I went to Dealey Plaza and I knew all about JFK, I have to be honest with you, the eeriest part about Dealey Plaza to me, and I've been down there 5,000 times, is when I look at the concrete stump, whatever, pylon that Zapruder stood on. Because we know for a 100% fact that Abraham Zapruder stood on that stump, that pylon, and filmed the assassination of JFK. And that's where I get the shivers, is when I'm standing on that. Because I know for a fact that that's where he stood. And that's where I get really weird, is when I'm standing there. I've stood up on it many times, and it's very scary to me because it's still there. It's actually still there. The tree is actually there. That the sniper that was on the grassy knoll is there. It's still there. The tree. And
Now, do you know that my father shook hands with JFK the day before he died? He was, I forget where he was. He was stationed in an Air Force base in San Antonio, and
that's where he flew in.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, they flew into to San Antonio when they came on their Texas tour. Very sad.
Yeah, my father. Actually, in my father's, he's in a film. Like, there's a film about JFK, and I've heard that there's a film of my father with JFK.
Really? When he went to San Antonio? Yeah, he was greeted by a very happy crowd when JFK landed in San Antonio.
Because they had an Air Force base, and my father was an altitude chamber technician.
Reese Air Force Base.
And
yeah. There it is. November the 21st, President John F. Kennedy's motorcade through San Antonio, Texas. I wonder if we can see your dad. Did your dad see the motorcade or what?
No, I mean, he was, I know he shook hands with him, and he was like, I think he was there visiting maybe the altitude chambers, because one of his sons, I think, had passed away, so he was interested in, incubation and altitude chambers and stuff, so he was kind of interested in that sort of thing.
One of whose sons? Your father's?
No, JFK. Didn't JFK have a son that passed away?
He just lost a baby. He didn't have a son that passed away. They had a child that died at birth. Here's him in San Antonio. Well, there he is. There's no audio. So, was he... I guess this is the motorcade, so it's not really...
My father was in the... I think it was a more enclosed... I'd have to ask my old man where he was.
Reese Air Force Base is in San Antonio. Reese. Or Lackland. No, is it Lackland or Reese? I think it's Reese. No, I think it's Lackland Air Force Base. Oh, no, it's Brooks. Oh, my God, I bet your dad's in this. Look. Here it says John F. Kennedy, Brooks Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas. Oh, my God.
Take a look.
Would you recognize your dad if you saw him?
Wait, I just think I saw my old man.
Are you serious?
Wait, wait. I think he's in the background. Wait. Is that him?
Is that him right
Shake
there?
hands?
Oh, wait. This is the Air Force Base.
Dedicate this complex of buildings by the men and women, partner, and a co-producer of these resources.
This is crazy.
Nothing makes this clearer.
Yeah, my father. He'd probably remember this speech if he was watching it. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if he gets through with his speech, if he starts shaking hands or whatever after this speech is what I'm looking for, because obviously the speech is just going to stay focused on JFK, so. Wait.
Let me look at the crowd here.
So he shook his hand?
Shook his hand.
Was he, I wonder if he's one of these. Wait, here we go. I wonder if that was your dad right there that just shook his hand. Oh my God.
Well, he'd be in uniform.
Oh, he'd be in uniform, okay. I guarantee you he's in this right here. He's in this group of people somewhere. That is so cool. Oh my God, that's neat as hell. Wow, how about that? Yeah, that's cool as hell. Wait a minute, here it is in color. Now we can really see.
Large crowds all the way through the entire downtown section of San Antonio. The Brooks Air Force Base dedicating the new medical center of President and Mrs. Kennedy.
Look at the clarity of this fucking
they didn't
film.
want to miss out.
So
they're running as fast as they can to
see both the president and his wife.
I interviewed Boss Ross about.
Look at that. This is unbelievable. This is like 4G. Look at that. We could see the quality of this film. Where'd y'all go? Did I lose you? What happened? Hold on, they're still on the call. I dropped. Did I lose you guys?
You did for a while. You lost us. Just
Oh
like
my-
JFK.
Oh my God, did y'all see the clarity of that frickin' film?
I was saying that guy, the guy on the very far end, looked like my old man from far away.
I mean, the clarity of this is like 4G. This is unforgettable. I've never seen a film back in this day. Look at the clarity on this frickin' film. Look at that. And you can just sit, I mean, it's unbelievable. You, Mr. Midnight Movie?
You know, it might be the one. Well, no, I mean, you know what? It might be the one in the back with the person's face blocking this thing, or it might be one of the guys standing. I don't think my father would have been sitting down though. He would have been standing at attention.
This is crazy. Y'all look at the quality of that film. It's mind-boggling that this was shot in 1963.
More than 3 years, I've spoken about the new frontier.
Of course, all of us were looking around, looking at the girls and daydreaming. But as he began to speak, it really began to resonate with
The fact
me.
that we do stand on the edge of a great new era, filled with both crisis.
I have never seen a film of JFK with that clarity. And if you don't agree with me, you're nuts. Look at that clarity.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh my God, I'm freaking out at the clarity of this freaking film. Look at that. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Can you
Does look
believe
good.
this? Look at that. This is 1963, and it looks like something that was filmed in high def or in digital or something. That is crazy. I'm just tripping out over this. Poor guy. Fixing to get led to the slaughter like a freaking lamb. Sad. Really sad. That is so weird. I'm tripping out here on the quality of that film. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's all. I was just going to show y'all that. But anyway. This is him departing Andrews Air Force Base for San Antonio. Well, that's all. I was just going to see if we could find your debit. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
No big deal.
ugh.
That is wild. I'm just tripping out over that. Yeah.
Well, now your dad was in the military when JFK was assassinated.
Dad was... Hold on. Who's calling? Oh, it's Dr. B. Hold on, Dr. B. Oh, my VPN shut off. I stay behind a VPN almost all the time. Hi, Dr. B.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
Hey, doctor.
Hey, Mr.
Hello,
Midnight
doctor.
Movie.
Yes.
What's going on, guys?
How you guys been?
Yeah, I'm
Great.
all right.
How are you, Doctor?
Good. How about you, Jewish producer? How's it doing? How you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Having a fun time with Debbie tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
Today is going to be the last day of eating ice cream. Right now, anyway. That's what I'm saying to myself. I don't have any cravings right now, so I don't know how well I'm going to fight the craving.
Well, you need to find a replacement.
Yeah, I know. Whoa.
Well, you know something? It's really in your brain. It's something that you can't help. It's an addiction. It's what sugar has done to your brain. I'm serious, too. It's an addiction, just like heroin.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to beat it is to go cold turkey.
Sugar Anonymous.
Yeah.
You're strong enough to do it. I did it. You can do it, too. I haven't had any, and I don't even know when. I can't.
Yeah, but I think I might like fucking
Get on a health food kick, man. Get on like a health food kick. Give it a shot.
easier said than done.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we all have vices that we want to fucking kick, and I can't kick this
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah. I still like cigarettes. I'm an idiot. Horrible.
It's addicting, man. Are you still smoking, Debbie Schnoo?
I do vaping.
Yeah.
I thought you stopped. You stopped for a little while though.
Stopped what? Vaping?
Well, you don't smoke cigarettes. That's what you're saying.
No. Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
No. I wouldn't be here if I did. Yeah. That stuff.
You think you'll ever stop vaping?
I don't know. It just doesn't mean that much to me. Like the other day, I was over at my daughter's house, and she looks at me and she goes, "Mom, how long has it been since you've smoked?" I said, "Last night." And she goes, "You realize it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon?" So I don't have to smoke. I'm not one of those, "Oh my God, I gotta have a cigarette." I'm not one of those kind of people. I mean, I just, whatever. You know what I mean?
Were you ever a kind of person like, man, I need a fucking ciggy?
No, probably not. I don't let anything wag the tail. I don't let the tail wag the dog. You know what I mean?
That's good.
You can't. I mean, I have single-handedly beat a cocaine habit, an opioid habit, and that's all I've ever had is those two. But I had a nasty coke habit, but I beat it by myself.
So was the coke habit harder to beat than the opioid?
Neither one of them were hard. You have to get mad. I don't think anybody needs rehab. I think if you get angry enough at something and you want to quit, you'll quit. Seriously, I'm not being...
Yeah.
I mean, I know that opioid has all that physical stuff, and I did have help. I had help by Suboxone. But you have to get to where you are mad enough to where you're like, get thee behind me, Satan, is what I'm saying. You have to get mad at it. And until you're to that point, I don't think any rehab in the world is going to help anybody. Because
But you had medication to help you quit.
Opioids. Yes, I had Suboxone, and it's the.
If you hadn't had it, could you have kicked it?
Maybe, I don't know because I've never tried it, but Suboxone took the cravings away just like that. The second I put it under.
Did
my
it
tongue.
take away the physical
yes.
addiction part of it? Because that's the thing that a lot of heroin and
it is like nothing. It's like
people,
nothing I've ever experienced in my life, JP. It was you have to be in full blown withdrawal when you do it. And I went into the doctor and I just sat there patting my foot, going, "Oh my God, I'm never going to make this appointment. I've got to hurry." And I was sitting there, and they go, "Debbie," and I went in there, and I said, "Blah blah blah," and he goes, "Here's the prescription, and here's some that you can take with you." By the time I got in the car, I put one under my tongue, and it was just gone. I was like, "Wow."
Is there something like that can help with my sugar?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that thing. But the way Suboxone works is opioid receptors in your brain, they get plugged up with these things or something. It's really amazing. If anybody out there is having trouble with opioids like Vicodin or OxyContin or whatever that stuff is. I've never done that before. I just did Vicodin, but.
And how long were you taking the Vicodin?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable.
So it involved in every aspect of your life.
Yeah, all the time you ever talked to me on Blog Talk Radio, I was fucked up on Vicodin. But I wasn't the kind of person that got all slobbery, like bathtub, like bleh. I was never like that because I had kids and everything, and I didn't want to get that way. But I was definitely on it, 100%.
Would you think you were a little bit edgy though when you were on it? Sometimes, like you were craving the Viking.
No. It took the edge off. Watch this 1 minute and 37-second video. Watch.
Opioids attach to mu-opioid receptors located in several parts of the brain. The mu-opioid receptors are located on the nerve synapses shown here. Opioids, which are represented as orange spheres, bind to the opioid mu receptors, shown here as red circles. As they attach, receptors begin to release dopamine, which is represented as the glowing yellow plus symbols. Dopamine release is responsible for producing pleasurable feelings, or euphoria, referred to as a high. As opioids leave the receptors, the pleasurable feelings begin to fade. The black minus symbols represent the loss of opioid effects that results in withdrawal symptoms. Cravings may also start to occur at this time. As the opioid continues to leave the mu receptors, the patient may progress to a mild to moderate state of withdrawal. At this point, Suboxone therapy can begin. Once the patient takes Suboxone sublingually, its buprenorphine component travels through the bloodstream to the brain, where it binds to the mu receptors, reinitiating opioid activity in the brain. As a partial agonist, buprenorphine produces less euphoria than a full opioid agonist, but is sufficient to suppress withdrawal and cravings. The buprenorphine in Suboxone bonds more strongly with the receptor than full opioid agonists, such as heroin, hydrocodone, methadone, morphine, and oxycodone at an equivalent dose.
There you go.
I wonder if I could if I could take appetite suppressants.
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that sugar is a physical addiction because it releases dopamine. I don't see why you couldn't do Suboxone for something like that, because the big problem is dopamine. That's the problem.
Dude, my mouth starts salivating when I want ice cream, and I'll fucking, like, if someone gets in my way, I might hurt them.
No,
Maybe.
I don't think it's your problem. I don't think it is you. I don't think it's you being a weak idiot. I think it's you under the throes of addiction, just like I was with opioids.
Oh shit! It's 11:52.
You need to go.
I gotta get to bed. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Then it's been fun talking to you. I was talking to you before we went on the air. I had a good time.
Find out about basketball. Let me know.
Yeah, Debbie, did I make your day a little bit better?
Yes, you did. You always do.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, guys. Good night. Good night, everybody.
No good deed goes
Good night.
unpunished.
No good deed goes unpunished. Don't let the scumbags in your door. Goodbye.
There we go.
Curtis wants me to play something that's at 44 seconds. He's so stupid. All right, here we go.
Oh, Dorothy, you're just cranky because you haven't had a cigarette in a while.
Maybe a little, but I'll tell you the truth. I really think I'm over the worst part of it.
That's great. I'm really proud of you. You'd think you'd miss that feeling you get with that first puff. That feeling of relaxation when you hold it in and then the sheer exhilaration as you exhale slowly.
No, not really. I've found other ways to ease my tensions. Honey, would you hand me that large saucepan over there?
Oh, sure.
No, the one behind it, the really big one.
What is she doing with the pan?
She put it on the woman's head, the old woman's head, and started going ding, 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 ding.
You know, you really have to give Max and Sophia credit. This business was their dream, and they're going after it. I just wish I'd done that with my dream.
Fine. Honey, would you check on the pizzas? One may be ready.
Well, why don't you want to hear about my dream?
Because it is always the same thing with you, Blanche. Sex, sex, sex. I am tired of hearing it.
Maybe that's because you're not getting any, Dorothy.
You want the pot again, Rose?
Well, that's about all. That's a pretty long clip. I won't play the whole thing. It's good stuff. He loves those old TV shows and stuff like that. That's funny, Curtis. I enjoy Curtis.
The Golden Girls.
I enjoy Curtis's friendship. The same group that murdered James Forrestal murdered JFK. Yeah, it was the Mafia. That's who did it. The Mafia knocked him off. And they did it because they didn't like you. The Mafia will kill you if you're in that much power and they don't like you. They'll kill you. They didn't like what he was doing. Did you know on June 5th we had 423 live plays and 367 on-demands with 70 downloads in one day?
What was the title of that show?
June 5th, let's see, it was... I don't know, I deleted them all. I have to go look on iTunes. Oh. I deleted all the shows.
Why?
Because I had too many shows on there. I mean, I had over 200 episodes on their bandwidth, and they don't like that. On their servers, there was too many. And there was a bigger day on May 15th. That was a huge day for some reason. But June 5th was enormous. Let me see what it was. I'm going to look on iTunes and see what it was. Dr. B, how are you doing? I saw your shows today on Google.
Oh, good. Good.
I Googled something, and you came up on the Google results, and I thought, wow, that's wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. June 5th, we did... I saw what you wrote on Skype earlier, Jewish producer, and I agree with you. June 5th, April 14th, May, June. Hold on, we're going May. It says it was Putin said exactly what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember that show.
I forgot. What did we talk about? In my computer. That's all. Drop him in the gorilla pit. What did we talk about?
Oh.
We laughed our asses off about it one night. Me and Mr. Midnight Movie. The good part is when he starts taking calls.
Well, there's black people everywhere, and they're flash mobbing.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, that's a funny stuff. That's funny. That's good stuff.
Mekazawa.
What did they used to call him? Mekazawawa? Or who was it that said that? Mekazawawa, or said something dumb with his name or something? Remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember ever making fun of his name. But he could get hot, though, man. That guy had a temper.
Oh, yeah. He had a temper. He still does, from what I can gather. I think he still does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good times. Yeah, so I'm having all these problems in my personal life, and I'm just like, blah. I have no business being on the air half the time because I'm so blasé, but I'm still here.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I told Mr. Midnight Movie all the gory details, and he was like, oh, my God. Yeah, so it's pretty tough.
Juicy stuff? Sorry to hear that.
Well, it's not juicy stuff. It's just a major problem that I'm having right now. Major. And it's really doing a head game on me. But I will survive. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'll just have to get over it one way or the other. So, yeah.
And you will.
I'm sure I will. I feel pretty good about it. So, yeah. I tried to tell you guys one night who I know what happened to JFK, and it was very... Now, what does Biff mean by saying, I'd never say not to listen to Debbie. I was trying to get more people to her show. If you can get along with her and don't mind her attitude about everything, then all the power to you. What is that supposed to mean, Biff?
Harsh words, Biff.
I know, they're just terrible, and I have so many things. I wanted to show y'all something that I found earlier. That somebody sent me. I think it's on my history. It was called 15. Oh, it's still there. 15 Reasons Why Your Haters Hate You. All right?
Good. Okay. Let's hear it.
Number 1, because you have something that they don't. It says, whether it's your Paco Rabanne fragrance, your new house, or your whatever, or your life in general, you possess something that they don't, and that upsets them because they realize that life can be unfair and that some people have things or do things in life that others don't. Perhaps they even desire what you have but don't quite know how they themselves can achieve it. When haters cannot figure out why they lack the things that they lack or how they get the things they lack, they become angry. To help themselves cope, they hate. This is how they deal with their feelings of inadequacy and inferiority after comparing themselves with you. They put it on you. Number 2, because they think you don't deserve it. They look at your popularity or your friends or whatever, and they think that you're not worthy of those things because they are only looking at things at a surface level. They don't care about the hard work that you've put in behind the scenes or the life that you've lived, your sacrifices, your worries, your problems, because they are superficial people. Number 3 says because they don't want to lose you. They see life as some sort of a competition. Who's more popular? Who has more money? Who has more friends? Who has more this, more that? And they want to win. Their eagerness to do better than you is not based on their zeal towards life, but it stems from their fear of losing to you, and being seen as a failure. They sort of make you their goal. That's why your haters never want to hear that you're doing anything good in life.
Gosh, rings true.
That is so true on so many levels.
Because they can't get over the past. Maybe you two had something in the past. Maybe you were friends, but you unfortunately fell out. Perhaps you were even lovers, but things didn't turn out. Perhaps there was no closure for whatever issue there was between you. Whatever it is, this hater of yours is still bitter about the past, and he can't get over it. Maybe after some time, that troubling affair just slipped right away, and there go the nasty comments trying to convince themselves that they don't like you. Number 5 says, because they can't get over you. You were important to this person and you broke their heart. Even after all this time, their wounds have never healed, and perhaps they never will. Maybe cognitive dissonance has a part to play in this as well. It's natural instinct to undermine the significance of things that we lose, so as to say, oh, who cares? I didn't want it anyway. Sometimes you could feel that they care more about you and the things that you do than you care about yourself, and they care about what other people think of you more than you actually don't know what that means. Because they have nothing better to do in life. And for that, you should take pity on them, because for them, besides surfing Tumblr 5 hours a day or stalking other people's Facebooks and Twitter pages and posting hateful comments and YouTube videos, they really don't have much else to do with their life. The lowest of them is to stoop to writing long hate mails. All these activities give them that momentary sense of power, of purpose, of achievement. Perhaps your haters don't even dislike you that much. They just like hating on people. Hating has sort of become a lifestyle for them. Number 7, because their life just isn't as great, as exciting as yours is. Number 8, because they need attention. What haters are most afraid of is silence. They feel their existence when they know that you heard their voice. So don't talk back or argue with them. They would get only more excited. They just need your response to know that they're truly alive. And then it says number 9, because they can, because anonymity allows them to spew all kinds of nonsense and hate at you. That's what it is.
Wow.
You know what it is?
Anonymity.
Yes, I've heard, put a mask on a man and you'll see the real man. Because they are bigots. Number 11 says because they are self-righteous moral high priests. No matter, they will always think of themselves as a better person compared to you. They would use your past against you, judge you, criticize you, using their own morals and values, and dismiss any good that you do. Number 12, Jewish producer, you're going to love this, because they are big green-blooded monsters. That's what it says. It says.
That's right out of my playbook.
I know. It says they are jealous people. They curse and wish for your downfall because they want to see you lose everything that you have that they don't. They see life as a zero-sum game. They think perhaps if you lose a couple of friends, that they could gain some themselves. And if they can't have the things...
You know that's my favorite one.
Oh, I know. You always say you're a green-blooded monster.
Green-blooded monster.
Number 13 says because they're unhappy. Number 14 says because they need to put somebody down to feel good about themselves. And number 15 says because they are, in general, just absolute losers. You know, you have to say, that's what I said last night. You have to see what kind of a man would do what these men do, and it's really the bottom of the barrel. I can't see anybody that I would spend my time with doing that to people. Just hating them like that, and just, well, she's just a horrible person, and Jewish producer is such a sellout. They spend so much time with us on their mind. We take up so much space in their head. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, and it turns on a dime. It's all so confusing to me because I don't really, I don't know if I agreed exactly with what you say. If you make a person anonymous, you'll see the real man. Or
no, put a mask on them.
Put a mask on and you'll see the real man. Gosh, something to think about. Never really thought of that. It's a good line.
I should get that stitched on a pillow. I actually came up with that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have to take responsibility for your actions, some people, they're going to act any way they want to. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to act like they want to act.
But it's just because you can act any way you want to, is that the real person?
I believe it is.
Know.
I believe it is. Because if not, you would never see me act like that around that. You would never see me act like that to people. Ever. Ever. I would pay to have anybody prove that I've ever done that to somebody, to go and just be absolutely ugly to somebody.
Right.
And I contend that if people knew my real story and what's going on with me and what has gone on with me, that's what Brian was really emphasizing when him and I were having that heart-to-heart before we went on the air. He said if people knew your real story, maybe they wouldn't treat you the way they treat you. But they don't, and so I keep that private.
Good.
Yeah.
Because people think they know everything about me, and they don't. They don't know anything about me. They think they do.
And I'm glad that you trust Brian enough to, and confide in him and tell him.
Oh,
That's
God,
good.
I would trust him with my life.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad. But, last night, never mind, I'm not going to talk about it. Alan Wayne. Do you remember Alan Wayne, Lispy Alan Wayne?
Sure. Yeah.
He's Mr. Tough Guy now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. He's Mr. Big Dick.
I was wondering where he was. So, okay, he's still lurking.
He did a slam show on Debbie. He did.
What? Out of the blue?
Yes, out of the blue. It was crazy. I was like, oh, my God, I'm not even going to do this. You fight.
Wow, his numbers must have been down.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just whatever. Just stay away. You've got to stop erasing stuff, Curtis. I don't have time to read it. By the time I get over there, I see it running away. I don't know why you delete everything you put in the chat room, sweetie. I can't read it. Or I don't think anybody can, actually. Woe is me. I have so many problems. I was downtown at my office one time, and one of my employees down there, her name was Sylvia, and I was complaining, and she looks at me and she goes, "How can you complain about anything?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "With all the money and all the happiness and stuff that you've got, how can you complain?" She says, "You have no idea what life is like." And I thought, that is so mean and so not fair, because they think that some people are so shallow. They think that if you have money, you don't have a complaint in the world, because they think that if they had money, that all of their problems would go away, all of them. Did you know that more rich men commit suicide than anybody?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, I'll have to talk to you off the air about some of these issues, but yeah, I mean, people think money solves more problems than it actually does.
Yep. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you haven't spoke to your brother in 10 years, if you haven't spoke to your mother in 5 years, if I gave you $1 million tomorrow, you would still not be speaking to your mother or your brother. Nothing changes. Money changes nothing.
Yeah.
Just like
and
Forrest.
whoever says that money is the path to success is, facing with a half truth for a lie. There's more to life than money itself. I mean, whoever places money above everything is full of crap. You know that?
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah. The journey is far more than the material world.
Amen to that.
Have I ever told y'all about the tragic stories of all the lottery winners and what happened to all of them?
Oh yeah, I've looked at.
It's horrible, unbelievable.
Is it over 80 or 90% of lottery winners go broke and then some?
That's worse than
Is it that high?
It's horrible.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be more than that.
Let me tell you a couple of them. Chicagoite Euro Khan found out the hard way that the lottery isn't the winning game. The 46-year-old had sworn off lottery tickets, saving just for one more, buying a scratch-off at 7-Eleven. And he wouldn't need a single ticket more after he revealed the $1 million jackpot. Okay? Now check this out. You ready? Khan chose to cash out the reward in one lump sum instead of installments, so he picked up his $425,000 check. The check was issued on July 19th, but he would never have the chance to cash it because he was pronounced dead the very next day. Authorities determined that his death was due to toxicology tests showed that he had traces of cyanide. He had been poisoned by his brother who wanted the money. Da-da-da. Number 2, $315 million. Mr. Whitaker may have been the wealthiest man to ever win a jackpot. When the 55-year-old West Virginia construction worker won $315 million, it was the largest jackpot winner by a single ticket in the United States. He was already worth $17 million, and Whitaker knew how to distribute his mega wealth, pledging to give 10% to his Christian charities, $14 million to the Jack Whitaker Foundation, and he even gave a $123,000 house and a new Dodge Ram and a $50,000 cash to the woman who issued the ticket to him. Okay, you ready?
Okay, here we go.
Here we
Here's
go.
The fun part.
But even Whitaker couldn't escape his own demons. Beset by legal difficulties and personal problems, he began drinking heavily and frequenting strip clubs. In 2003, thieves mugged him and stole $545,000 cash from his car in a strip club parking lot. In January, Whitaker reported to the police that the thieves have stolen it. In January of 2004, they broke into his car and took $200,000 cash. In September 17th, his granddaughter's boyfriend was found dead from a drug overdose. 3 months later, the granddaughter, who also died of a drug overdose. His mother, Ginger Whitaker Bragg, died 5 years later on July 2009, and Whitaker himself he's broke, and a claim that he made as early as 2007 for failing to pay a woman who successfully sued him. And he says, "To this day, I wish I'd have torn that ticket up."
Whoa. Chaos.
Billy Bob Harrell, listen to this one, this is horrible. Billy Bob Harrell thought his problems were over when he cashed a $31 million Texas Lotto jackpot. Nearly broke and constantly moving between low-paying jobs with his wife and 3 children to support, the first thing he did was he picked up his $1.24 million annual payout And it was the beginning of what we call annus horribilis for the 47-year-old. It started out joyful because he quit his job at Home Depot, took his family to Hawaii, donated tens of thousands of dollars to his church, bought cars and houses for friends, and even donated 480 turkeys to the poor. But his lavish spending attracted unwanted attention, and he had to change his phone number several times after strangers called demanding donations. He also made a very bad investment with a company that gives lotto winners lump sums, which is that one that goes, I need my cash right now, or whatever. When Harold and his wife Barbara separated less than a year later, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. His son found him dead in his home from a gunshot wound to his head. Committed suicide. And his son says the day that he killed himself, he was talking to his financial advisor, and he said, winning the lottery is the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. I'm telling you, money doesn't solve anything. Wow. Listen to this guy. This one is called William Post. He won $16.2 million in Pennsylvania. He fell victim to crime, bankruptcy, tragedy, and simply poor spending habits. And 2 weeks after he received his first annual payment of $500,000, he was already blown 2/3 of it. He bought a restaurant, a used car lot, and an airplane. His reckless spending continued. Within 3 months, he was $500,000 in debt, but numbers were the least of his problems. Post's brother was arrested for hiring a hitman to have him killed. His relatives convinced him to invest in worthless businesses, and he ended up saying, everybody dreams of winning money, but nobody realizes the nightmares that follow. And he says, I was much happier when I was broke. Wow. He died, and then he died. I mean, it's like all these things. Listen to this one. This is really a quick one. Ken Gove didn't squander the majority of his windfall fortune. A group of con men did. After his wife Louise hit the jackpot in 2005, winning $14 million, they bought a luxurious home, rented a $560,000 luxury box to watch hockey, but he began drinking out of boredom after quitting his job as a bakery. I know you have gas, JP. While being treated in rehab, he met a man named James Prince, a dastardly man who conned him into a bunch of shady business deals, allowing him to tap into his bank account. He was renting...
Just a squeaky chair.
No, it's not. It says he died in March of 2010 of a heart attack believed to have been brought on by drinking and stress. At the time of his death, he was $1.3 million in debt. I don't think a lot of people can handle money. You know what I mean?
Aren't. Now, I wonder what the numbers are that you know. I mean, I'm sure there's some success stories. Obviously, there's people that know what they're doing.
I don't know.
Manage it.
I don't know. Here's what I don't like when people do. I don't like when people say, well, if I was to win the lottery, I would give so much money to the United Cancer Fund. No, you wouldn't, because if you really cared about the United Cancer Fund, you would give money to them now. You would give $10 instead of $1 million. You know what I mean? I just don't like when people say that. I also don't like when people say, you're in my prayers. No, I'm not. I'm not in your prayers. I never say that. I always say you're in my thoughts, but I never say you're in my prayers. Unless somebody specifically asked me to pray. And I did. I kid you not. I'm not lying. I would never lie. I did pray for Wolfman Mike. I did. I promise you. I did. I cannot lie. Yeah, so I don't know why.
Did he ask for it?
No, I just felt this unbelievable pull on my heart. Something was really bothering me about him, and I just had to get to him as quick as I could. And I ran in here to my computer and got him on Skype, and I said, I need to talk to you. And he was just like crying, and I said, listen to me, you did not do this. This has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with her. You know, and I just was, because I could just feel that he was hurting so bad and felt so bad about this. And so I remember I said a prayer for him. So I don't know.
Well, on that note, I'm going to keep you in my prayers, my dream prayers.
No, you're not.
I will keep you in my dreams because I can't control them. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed.
I think I'll join you.
Nice to see Dr. B.
Always nice to have Dr. B with us.
Yeah.
Dr. B, I know
Thanks,
you
Debbie.
have something to say. Bye, JP. Love you. Want you, need you.
Love you.
All right. Have a good night, then.
So what are you going to do, Dr. B? What do you want to talk about? Anything? Thank. It goes thank. I looked up. I did a search today on BWC. Do you know the Bill Wagner Crew on Google? And your name comes up if you Google BWC. No. I'm sorry. Not on that. On Blog Talk Radio. If you go to the Blog Talk Radio website and you punch in under the search BWC, you guys come up on that because I was looking for something because I think that somebody is Dr. Herpington. I'm almost positive I know that it's Dr. Herpington. But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Who's calling now? Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I got to hang up on you and then add you. Hang up. And then add you. Now, here I go. I'm going to add you now. Pick up. Oh, I hate when they do that. See, I can't add people to the call. What I have to do is I see your call, and then I hang up, I disconnect your call, and I add you into the call. That's the only way I know to do it. So I'll try one more time.
Yeah. I don't see the BWC here on Blog Talk Radio.
I just did a search on the letters BWC, and you do come up there.
Oh, letters.
Well, yeah. Well, I tried to add you. I'm sorry. That's weird. Anyway, okay. He called. It was Curtis, and I tried to add you. Yeah, you go down and you see healthy living, all this weird stuff, and you go to page 2, and then you see True Penguin Radio with Peter the Penguin. That's not you. But then it goes down and it says True Capitalist Ghosts, that one, and then page 3 says Real Talk with Eddie Hinkle and Jacob Gree. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Back then.
Do you see it?
Oh, go ahead.
Do you see it?
I remember seeing my name on these episodes. Yeah. That was before I had to switch my name for, because I know there are some people out there who hate my guts. And I'm not going to name names, but it's for privacy concerns so that my personal info don't get doxed.
Yeah, I understand. Believe me, I totally understand. Yeah. It was called Real Talk with You and You. You said Bill Wagner Crew. BWC. Doxing is the internet-based practice of researching and broadcasting personal identifiable information. Do you remember doing that?
Doxing people?
No. Do you remember the show?
Oh, right. I did a broadcast on that.
Yeah, and it comes up on the search engine on this right here.
Blog Talk Radio.
There's something called Doxbin, but that site keeps getting shut down. You get people who dox, like, Keemstar. I still support him, even if he's doxed people. And I don't really want to talk much about doxing because that's not really on my mind. The people that do.
You're so quiet on that show, I don't even hear you.
I was listening.
Listen to this voice and tell me the similarities that you hear in this voice. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
And the only way I feel alive is when it's really windy and it's blowing me around. And I was like, I feel like a tree. Like I'm stuck here. And
Hey, you know what? Trolls are people too.
Or her guest was like, well, maybe you really are a tree.
I need you to quit being prejudiced, and I need you to quit being so offensive against my kind.
Sound like the same person?
It's either King and Undead or somebody else.
No, it's neither one of those. It's somebody that I think somebody else is that, God damn it, I'm sorry. I think it's somebody that is a part of, but see, it's really hard to do because there's two different sounds. It's two different microphones. It's two different everything. And so it's really hard to compare the two because they're mic'd up so different is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but to me, it's the same person. I mean, because I don't understand why this one person hates me so much when they don't even know me. I'm going to do that one more time. Listen.
And the only way I feel alive is when it's really windy and it's blowing me around. And
I need you to quit being prejudiced, and I need you to quit being so offensive against my kind.
I was like, I feel like a tree. Like I'm stuck here in a...
Hey, you know what? Trolls are people too.
I hear the same person. I hear the same voice.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who both of them are. It's Dr. Herpington and Jeff the Gray.
Oh, Dr. Herpington. Oh, he's gone butthurt all of a sudden. Is it because of me and King Ed Undead talking about trolls and assholes and doxing? Yeah, it's to be expected, man. Oh, my gosh.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know I had a lot of trouble with that little prick back in 2000 and something, and I got him taken off the freaking internet. He was so bad. His daddy took him off the internet, and I think he's back in the form of somebody else. I'm just saying I just hear the exact voice. And somebody sent me a little clip art, a little screenshot of something that was said in their little snake pit today, and it was the wrong docs that he always does. He always has me so much older than I normally am, and he was spreading that over in the snake pit today, from what I understand. So there you go. So lots of reasons to think. And if it is Dr. Herpington, shame on you guys for even considering having somebody like that in your group, whatever. I think they sound like the same people, but do you not think that sounds like the same voice?
I would bet that's the same voice. You know, I suspect that Dr. Herpington may use sock accounts, to come up with different identities to try and mask himself, maintain anonymity. And that sickens me when I deal with trolls and assholes. They'll do that. This is the reason why the European Union would regulate the internet. It's because of people like that. We don't want that here in this country, nor in Britannia. But guess what? There comes a time in which that may happen. Let's say 2 or 3 years' time.
Well, if I can prove that's who it is, he's got problems coming. That's all I'll have to say, because he's not supposed to be anywhere near me. So that's all I'll say. Fuck him. He's a very troubled young man. Very troubled. He's got serious problems. So
yeah,
and
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if stalking was part of what he does or who he is.
He's a stalker extraordinaire like you've never seen. So bad that I had to have Victor had to call his father and have his father took him off the internet and took him to a psychiatrist.
Man, wow.
And the psychiatrist said, "Why do you hate this woman?" He goes, "I don't know, I just do." He goes, "What do you mean you don't know?" Because hate without merit, without reason, is really called obsession. That's all it is. It's just that you can't get over this person for whatever reason. Because if I've never done anything to you to cause the hate, then that's obsession. That is really fucked up stuff. It's like, if you can give reasons, I can understand just not liking me. I'm not saying that I'm not without being unliked. But unliking somebody is one thing, but being fucking obsessed with somebody that you can't seem to let go, that's another thing. And I'm sorry, guys, that just makes too much fucking sense. Okay? That you cannot argue with that theory. You can't argue with it.
There's so much evidence upon evidence and scholarly research on this, you can't deny the conclusion at hand right there.
No, you can't. Because I can name people that I don't really care about. I don't really like them, but I don't spend my online life going around and talking about them and hating them and saying, "Oh, well, here's her docs and I hate her guts and she's such a cunt," and just all this stuff. I don't care about them. I don't care. For example, I don't care for Deslex. You'll never hear me say a word about that guy. I think he's ridiculously boring and stupid. I don't care for a lot of people on this network, but you don't hear me talk about them because when you honestly don't like somebody, you're indifferent to them. Because when you are obsessed with somebody, then that's a whole new ball game. And for people to completely just talk about me constantly on their shows and dedicate slam shows to me over and over and over, like that maniacal Joe Seeker does. I mean, it's just, I'm all he talks about on his shows nowadays. Then that's an obsession. That's not, I don't like her. That is, there's something going on there. Your hate has slipped into obsession because if you don't control your hate, you'll slip into obsession to where you can't seem to get over me. And that's just a fact. That's been proven thousands of times.
Yeah, it's sad that people don't learn from their mistakes, and they're going to end up in a worse place than, say, a person who does learn. Yeah, it's sad that it's tempting for me to say that most humans would fall into this trap.
No. I'm not obsessed with anybody. Obsession is defined by the state of being obsessed or an idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes your mind. Fixation. And I'm sorry, that's just what it is. You can't argue with that. No, I don't care who you are. You cannot argue with that. You cannot. Because if you didn't like me, you would be indifferent to me. You wouldn't care. Like, you won't catch me listening to one of those shows that I don't like because I'm normal and I know the difference between obsession and indifference. I'm totally indifferent to some people. I wouldn't care to listen to them. You would have to tie me down, bore me to death. It's like, ugh. But if you're obsessed with me, then you're going to constantly be listening to me because you cannot stand not listening to me. And last night when I was listening to that show, that clusterfuck on whatever it was called, there was one of them that was screaming in the background, let it play, I want to hear her show, I want to hear her show. And I thought, why would you care so much about what I'm talking about? If you don't like me, you would be indifferent. And people do not grasp the concept of indifference. Indifference to somebody means, there's a lot of people, if somebody, I can give you names, it's a lack of interest. It's unimportant to me, and if you don't like me, then you should be indifferent to me. You shouldn't care about me. You shouldn't be so obsessed where you cannot get away. You cannot stop talking about it. You can't. It's just there. You're obsessed with me, and if you own it, then own it.
Yeah, that's a good point here to make. Apathetic people who are apathetic, like when we talk about things like some of the voters in the nation are apathetic. They may lack a sense of purpose, worth, or meaning in their life. They may also exhibit insensibility or sluggishness. Now, it is described by positive psychologists as a result of individuals feeling that they do not possess the level of skill required to confront a challenge. It may also be the result of perceiving no challenge at all. Like, say the challenge is irrelevant to them, like, say, solving national security problems in this country may not be an interest to American voters, or at least some of them. Or conversely, they have learned helplessness by whatever circumstance in their lives that seemed to put this mental blockage inside their minds. I suspect that may be the case, or it's either schizophrenia or dementia. But,
I don't know about all that. All I know is it's obsession. It's just, I've seen it too many times. One of my favorite songs that I've told y'all a million times is the song about my life that just, everybody's got that one song that just when they first heard it, they're like, oh my God, that is the story of my life. You know what I'm talking about? There's just that one song that you've heard, like Jerry's is Ground Control to Major Tom, which is stupid. I don't know why he thinks that song is about him. But the song that is just the story of my freaking life, I've told y'all 1,000 times, there's a line in it that says, I never knew that obsessive need would be following me around. And it's called Cellophane. And I'll play that for y'all now. And this is the one that it's so much like me. It's insane. And this is the only song I've ever thought this about. And we're back. I don't know if you heard the words to that song, but it's just so much like me. It's just like, oh my God. Did you hang up? Oh, you're still there. Okay. You know, and they say that people that come on my show are yes men, all this kind of bullshit. No, they're not. But people need to learn the difference between hate and indifference. And my problem with you people is not indifference, it's hate. And hate will lead to obsession very quickly if you don't keep it in check. You have to watch it. You have to watch what you do, and you have to realize, I'm getting a little bit obsessed here. I can't seem to get this person out of my mind, so you need to get it in check. That's just the facts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ron, I don't understand some of the things you say. What do you mean, this is going to Spreaker also? What do you mean? Cut down version of, I don't understand what some things you mean. He was saying things to me in private chat, and I didn't really understand it. It says, because he says to me, "Don't fret, honey bun." And I said, "Do I look like the kind of person that would fret?" And he said, "You have to remember some people that you randomly meet are university students, want to be cops." I'm like, "Ron, what are you talking about?" He said, "You have to be careful what you say." And I'm, okay, thank you, Ron. But I didn't really understand what he was talking about. I'm like, what? I don't get it. I don't know. Anyway, well, I'm going to get off of here because I feel like I'm just talking to myself here. And I probably am. You're probably thinking this girl is crazy right now. But I want to be thought of as crazy because I don't want to be thought of as being just like you people out there. Not you, Dr. B. You're pretty cool, but...
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to be thought of as one of you guys because I'm not like you guys. I wouldn't do some of the shit you guys do. I wouldn't sit in the chat room all the time and talk about somebody like y'all do. It's crazy. It's insanity. And it is insanity, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll survive. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'm taken care of. I resolved. I mean, I just go back to Psalm 91. That's the only thing that's ever kept me going is Psalm 91. I have somebody that's a hell of a lot more powerful than anybody out there that can take care of this bullshit for me because I just let him take care of everything, and he does. Everything just always seems to work out for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just always does. I always seem to have plenty of food, shelter, water, whatever. Dr. B, you're welcome in Discord chat. Go fuck yourself, Willie. Get out of here. Fuck off and die. Get lost. They're trying to gather as many people as they can over there to sit there and say, now you hate Debbie. You don't think I've been down this fucking road before with you idiots? You don't think I know what you're doing? Just keep on and keep on harder and harder and harder. Dr. B, go to their chat room. Go over there. I can build this motherfucker back from the ground up. If I lost every one of you, I would build it back from the ground up because, number one, you would all still be listening. Where do you think I'm getting my numbers from? What, from me pushing play? No, it's from you out there that are still listening. You can't help but not listen when I'm on the air. You can't help it. You're obsessed. What is this YouTube video that Ronald... Let's see what Ronald just sent us. Hold on.
You're going to start us off with a song. What's it going to be?
We're going to play Cellophane.
All right, well, let's get to it. This is the Pack AD live in Studio Q.
That's not the cellophane that I was talking about. That's another cellophane that I was talking about. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's not my cellophane. So I'm fine. I've got a major issue in my personal life right now. A major issue. This is big time. Okay, big time. Even Mr. Midnight Movie's going fuck. So it is a big deal. It's hard what I'm going through, but I'm still here trying to do something every night, so that people won't be blowing up my Twitter going, "Why aren't you doing a show? Why aren't you doing a show?" I'm here doing it for you. I am under an enormous amount of stress right now. An enormous amount. So much that you would probably put a gun to your head if you had the problems that I had. But I don't understand why people don't give me any sort of a hall pass on anything. It's like they just continue to hammer me. But that's fine. I can take it. Bring it on. Bring on even more. Bring it on. Amp up your game, people, and watch what happens. I've had shit. This is nothing compared to stuff I've been through before. In my life, in my real life, on my online life. Bring it the fuck on. Double your game. Triple your game. Do 25 times what you're doing right now and watch me not cave. Because I am made of steel when it comes to people like you guys. Made of steel. I've got your number. I know what you're doing. Been there before. Won and came back even 15,000 times stronger. So please, I beg of you, up your game on me, please. Every one of you. So we're going to go out with hearing Psalm 91. Dr. B, is that okay with you?
That's okay.
You are so quiet. You're even quiet on your show. Everybody go to blogtalkradio.com and listen to Real Talk. Is it just Real Talk, Angel?
Real Talk is part of a bigger channel called Dead City Network.
Well, how do they find your show? How about that? On Blog Talk Radio. How do they find it?
All you got to do is go to blogtalkradio.com/Dead City Network.
Dead City Network?
Yeah.
Or Dead Sea Network?
Dead City Network.
Just like Dead Town. Dead City Network, all one word. Blog Talk Radio /Dead City Network. And you're there?
Yeah. All one word, no underscores.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Yeah. Would you do you see my chat? Well, I'll drop it in. Excuse me. I'll drop it in my chat room on Spreaker.com. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait a minute. We need to hear something funny before we hear Psalm 91. And I'm going to play something that's your favorite. I know it's your favorite because I know you. I know you, Dr. Beatles.
Oh, man. I know the theme we worked on. Oh, my God.
No, not that. Not that, even though that's pretty funny. That was so funny. That was the funniest show. Something even better than that. And it is... Bum-ba-bum. You ready?
What?
Where is it? Hold on.
I'm ready.
Wait a minute. I got to find it. Hold on. I talked too early. Hold on. It is... Where is it? Hold on. I'll find it. I'm scrolling down. Here we go. Your favorite.
Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Christmas parties out here. Anybody want to talk about a goddamn Christmas party? We got Note Party. You're on the air.
Hello, Ghost.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Here we go with this trans testicle for... Well, what the hell do you want?
I love parties. Especially note parties.
Note party? What the hell's a note party?
It's where you take notes in a party.
Are you serious? That's that simple? It's that stupid?
It's not stupid. It's fun. Just like watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Oh, man. You know, you're starting to crackle a little bit into that trans-testicle voice. Are you sure that testosterone ain't coming back into your system there?
No, I've just been talking all day. That's how.
Are you sure? It sounds like that manly testosterone starting to come back in there. You sure you're not taking enough? Maybe you need to up the dosage on the feminine pills.
Did I stutter, Hambone?
Now, shut up your ass, you trans-testicle! Don't dare call me a ham-bone! You're a trans-testicle, for Christ's sake! You're calling me a freaking ham-bone! I should just end this show right now. I'm going to do it. So screw all you people. I'm not going to come by tomorrow. I'm not going to come by for Baller Friday because of you! Because of you ungrateful pricks! You keep agitating my soul, and I hate all you... I wish this was your face! I wish it... Your face! I wish this was your goddamn face! I wish that was your goddamn troll terrorist cyber vermin face! I'm getting out of here. Get me out of here, engineer. I'm not going to sit here and do a goddamn show for these ungrateful pricks. Get me out of here!
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his.
And that's just for you, Dr. B, because I know you love that. And now we're going to hear Psalm 91, which will tell all of you this is basically the Bible's way of saying, come at me, bro. The meme from 2009.
Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation.
One time. Questions?
That was spot on.
I was raised by that. I was raised on that. So nothing bothers me. I don't fear any bullshit crap that you people are doing. It doesn't bother me because I've been there before. Now, if it was the first time, I'd be going, oh my God, what's going on? You don't know what he's done to me, or you're too far gone, or whatever I used to do. I used to freak out about it, but not anymore because I've been there before. I've been down this road. And you know what they have? They have this thing that's called Easy English. Let me see, where is it? Let me find the translation. It is. It's called Modern English. Okay, let me tell you what it says in Modern English. It says, he who dwells, wait a minute, hold on just a second. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, in God. It's God in whom I trust. Surely he will deliver you from the snare of the hunter and the deadly pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find protection. His faithfulness shall be your shield and wall. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that pursues in dark, nor the destruction that strikes at noon. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made me the Lord, who is your refuge, the Most High, your dwelling, there will be no evil to befall you. Neither shall any plague come near you. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to guard you in all of your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the otter. The young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. Here's the big part. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he knows my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him, and I will show him my salvation. So there you go. And that's what I'm banking a lot on, but I do. I just do. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, I read the wrong. It's called the easy to read version. It says, you can go to God Most High to hide. You can go to God All Powerful for protection. I say to the Lord, you are my place of safety, my fortress, my God. I trust you. God will save you from hidden dangers and from deadly diseases. You can go to him for protection. He will cover you like a bird spreading his wings over its babies. You can trust him to surround you and protect you like a shield. You will have nothing to fear at night, and no need to be afraid of enemy arrows during the day. You will have no fear of diseases that come in the dark, or terrible suffering that comes at noon. 1,000 people will fall dead at your side, and 10,000 beside you, but nothing bad will happen to you. All you will have to do is watch, and you will see the wicked punished. You trust in the Lord for protection. You have made him your place of safety, so nothing bad will happen to you. He will command his angels to protect you wherever you go. Their hands will catch you so that you will not hit your foot on a rock. You will have the power to trample on lions and poisonous snakes. The Lord promises, if somebody trusts me, I will save them. I will protect my followers who call on me for help. When my followers call on me, I will answer them. I will be with them when they are in trouble. I will rescue them and I will honor them. I will give my followers a long life and show them my power that saves. And it's never done me wrong. It's always whatever. I can't complain. I like David's songs. I think David was a genius. Do you have a favorite verse in the Bible? You know, isn't it funny that every Sunday night I always talk about the Bible just a little bit? Do you have a favorite verse, Dr. B?
I don't have a favorite verse right now, but I do value every bit of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't just pick and choose scripture, Even though everybody's got their favorites. But pick and choosing is another ball game. Like, I can't do that as a believer,
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's my only one I love. I mean, I know the whole Bible, basically. I can tell you about everything that's in there, practically. But have you ever read Psalm 94?
I've read Psalm 91.
94 says, "The Lord is a God who punishes people. God, come punish them. You are the judge of the entire earth. Give proud people the punishment that they deserve. Lord, how long will the wicked have their fun? How much longer? How much longer will these criminals brag about the evil that they've done? Lord, they hurt your people and they make them suffer. They kill widows and foreigners living in our country. They murder orphans. And they say that the Lord does not see them doing these things. They say the God of Jacob does not know what's going on. You evil people are foolish. When will you learn your lesson? You are so stupid. You must try to understand that God made our ears so that he can hear what's going on. He made our eyes so he can surely see you. The one who disciplines nations will surely correct you. He's the one who teaches us everything. The Lord knows what people are thinking. He knows their thoughts just like a puff of wind. Lord, great blessings belong to those that you discipline, to those you teach from the law. You help them stay calm when trouble comes. You help them until the wicked are put into their grave. The Lord will not leave his people. He will not leave them without help. Justice will return and bring a fairness, and those who want to do right will be there to see it. No one helped me fight against the wicked. No one stood with me against those who do evil. And if the Lord had not helped me, I would have been silenced by death. I know I was ready to fall, but Lord, your faithful love supported me. I was very worried and upset, but you comforted me and made me happy. You didn't help crooked judges. They use the law to make life hard for people. They attack those who do right. They say innocent people are guilty, and they put them to death. But the Lord is my place of safety, high on the mountain. God is my rock, my safe place. He will punish those evil judges for the bad things that they've done. He will destroy them because they have sinned. Our Lord will destroy them. That's Psalm 94 by David. David is one of the coolest guys in the Bible. So there you go.
King David, right?
Yep. You better believe
it. That's right. Patriarch, one of the patriarchs of Israel, besides, there's King David, there's Solomon, who succeeded him.
Ooh, Solomon was wicked. No, Solomon was great. Saul was horrible. Saul was really bad. He was right. He was right before David. He was right before David.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you know when Psalm, the verse, I don't know which one it is, the one that says, yea, though I walk through the shadow of the valley of the death, that's Psalm something. What is it, 193 or something? 123? What is it?
The valley of death.
You know what I'm talking about? It goes, I think it's 123. Let me look and say. No, it's not it. I know. It's one of those real popular ones, Psalm something, where he says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff comfort me. You know what I'm talking about? You never heard that one?
Oh, I recognize that. It originated from Psalm 23 in the Bible.
Oh, it's 23? Okay. When David was going up against the Goliath, which was nothing more than just a great big guy that was part of the Philistines. And Saul called him, he went to Saul, who was his more or less adopted type father, and he said, let me fight him. He said, get away, you're a shepherd. And he said, no, I believe I can handle this. And he said, okay, fine. As he walked toward Saul, he said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's what he said when he was going up against Goliath. I mean, people think it's far-fetched because they say he was a giant. He wasn't a giant like you see in the movies. He was just a great big guy. He was a really, really, really big man. Most of the Philistines were. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so That's it for us, right?
Oh, before we go, I just remember a phrase that, right just now, it's one of the favorites. I had to think of a verse. This is a passage from Proverbs. It's in chapter 3, there's verse 34. And it says, and depending on the translation I used, it says here, he mocks proud mockers, but gives grace to the humble.
Okay, say that one more time. He mocks proud. What did you say?
He mocks proud mockers, but gives grace to the humble.
Okay, and that is what? What is that? That's Proverbs 3 what?
Proverbs 3, 34.
Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he gives grace to the low and to the lowly. That's interesting. Here is the entire thing of Proverbs 3. You want to hear it? Let's hear it. Might do some people some good.
Proverbs 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days, and long life, and peace, shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, Go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools.
Also, everybody look up something that I won't even tell you what it says. Look up Proverbs 6, verse 19. And get back with me. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. He that comes between, tries to come between two people. Those are not good people. Those are bad people. It says right here, there are 6 things that the Lord doth hate. Okay? And look up one of them. He that soweth discord among brethren. Check it out. And you can sit there and say, oh, I don't believe the Bible. The fuck you don't. You can act like it all you want. But you know that when you go to bed at night, you sit there and think, I wonder. And all of you people that claim to go to church and do all these good things, do yourself a favor and study the Word, because there's answers to everything in there. Everything. Because I can tell you right now, some of you, I literally feel sorry for. Because what I talk about on this show, I talk about on the air. There's nothing behind the scenes. But what you do is hidden. And there's a reason. There's a reason why it's hidden. There's a reason. Think about that. So with that, let's get out of here. I've got something I have to go do right now because nobody's going to wait on me. I'm coming. Victor's waiting on me to go do something. I know it sounds funny, but it is. We have to go do something at this hour of the night, believe it or not. We have to go check on something. So, Dr. B, thank you for being with me. Thanks to Mr. Midnight Movie and Jewish producer, of course, always, my 2 baby dolls. And, yeah, that's it. Let's get out of here. You want to?
Sure.
You sure?
All right. Well, if you got to do something, then...
no, I got to listen to you is what I got to do. He can wait.
Oh, right.
I want to hear what you need to say. That's what I want to hear, because what he wants to go do is just go drive. Never mind, just something, but it's not that majorly important. He can wait.
Oh, okay. I could expand on the Proverbs 6:19 if you want.
You bet.
Because, yeah. You know, then I find it really, it's so true what's been said, every single word. Like, I can even read it from the King James Version, and it says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Discord. Let's start with a false witness over there, and it says, oh yeah, that's like a false witness. That's one of many sins God himself condemns, you know. And of course, the one that speak lies, this is distinguished from a lying tongue, the second of these evils. This is a sin of bearing false witness against one's neighbor, which, if you recall from reading the 10 Commandments, folks, is the breach of the 8th command. It may be rendered like, he that bloweth lies. That raises lies and spreads them abroad, and swears to them, to the damage of others. That makes it the 6th and the 7th commands, right there. And the last part, that he that soweth discord among brethren, whether in natural relation or in the civil society or in the religious community, there always be people out there who will cause chaos for whatever reason. Whether it's just to get attention, cause whatever, or that he has a motive, or an ulterior motive, like for some purpose, like to spread the work of Satan or something. That's a motive. The thing is, and that's kind of sounds like the people I encounter in life. And, yeah, I could say that's the trolls or assholes out there. The thing is, it just makes me angry because I have plenty of bad experiences with trolls. But I know some trolls that, try to get to know me better, like King and Undead. Yes, he's a troll, but he didn't mean harm when he trolls me. He's not causing chaos, out there, even though he had done that in the past, based on his trolling activities. Now, for the rest of the people who are just like doing all these bad things out there, yeah, that's exactly what you just said. Everything you said is spot on. And I couldn't argue with the evidence. Nobody can. And for those who just despise wisdom, they're the ones who will get, like, shame. I mean, what can I say?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that think, oh, I don't care. I'm so young and healthy. I've got years to live. I'll go into the Jesus thing when I get older. Nope. There's a lot of people that go boink, out like a light.
Exactly.
Look at what happened to Sky. She was 17 years old and she was driving down the LBJ freeway. Boom. She woke up dead 5 minutes later. Did she have time? Nope. You never know.
Yeah.
You just don't know. You just think you do, but you don't. And at some point it becomes too late. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to move anybody to do anything. I mean, I care. Truly, I do. I care a lot about what people do and how they are. And I worry about people because I know that this is not the end. This is only just a blink of an eye on where we're going, our souls. And I also thank God almost every single day that my soul was born into the body that it's in right now, because I could have been born into anything. So could you. You could be an African child. I hate to quote a movie thing, but that reminds me of Getting to the Greek, African Child. Oh, my God, that was a funny movie. But anyway, have you ever seen Getting to the Greek?
I saw the radio. Or radio, which features a black guy.
Getting to the Greek is probably one of the funniest films I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I literally sat there and cried during that movie. It was so freaking funny. Getting to the Greek. I'm telling you guys, if you want to laugh your ass off, listen to what I don't know what his stupid name is now. That he used to be called. He called all these different names. This black guy. Okay, this is called Chocolate Daddy. This is one of the funniest scenes in it, but it's unbelievably funny. I promise you, if you watch Get Him to the Greek, you will not regret it. And I've got a pretty good taste when it comes to comedy. Here is a clip from Get Him to the Greek. This is Chocolate Daddy.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio gonna be fine. Fuck a recession. I own 20 kookaroos.
21, sir.
I own 21 kookaroos. Y'all don't own one kookaroo. Not one. Not one. Y'all are fucked.
Wait a minute. Here comes my line. Hold on, Dr. V. You got to see this. Hold on. You got to see this. It's better if you see this. If you want to see things, call in. But I know you won't. You ready, Dr. V?
Ready.
Here we go with...
You all are fucked.
Okay, let's start this over. This is great. His name was P. Diddy, P. Daddy, P. this, P. that.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio gonna be fine. Fuck a recession. I own 20 kookaroos.
21, sir.
I own 21 kookaroos. Y'all don't own one kookaroo. Not one. Not one. Y'all are fucked.
You all are fucked.
He's not wrong. Everyone loves chicken. I'm doing fine. Please, people, help me help you. Y'all need to come up with some brilliant ideas right now. Who's first?
Me first, Sergio. There's this Taiwanese phone company, TEC. It's got great valuation. It's a steal, dude. We buy that shit. We're not just selling the ringtones. We're selling the fucking hardware, bitch.
Does this look like a telephone company to you? We make records here. This is not singular wireless. Anybody here know anything about singleless, wireless, broadband, any of that fucking phone shit?
No.
Well, you know something. You should. Don't be proud of your ignorance. Now tell me something good.
I just discovered the next Alicia Keys. I swear to God above, I can vouch for her.
Next Alicia Keys.
Yep.
What was your last discovery?
Chocolate Daddy.
I Couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Chocolate Daddy?
Yeah, Chocolate motherfucking Daddy. He discovered Chocolate Daddy. How much did Chocolate Daddy sell?
15,000 units.
15,000 units.
Proud of every unit. I'm proud of those units. I'm telling you, this girl
Shut the fuck up.
This girl.
Don't talk.
She got a.
I shut the fuck up. 15,000 units. You made me vouch for Chocolate Daddy. 15,000 units. I got 6 fucking kids. You know how much money that is to put them through school? You know how many Air Jordan 6 black kids wear?
I'm sorry for my outburst. I'm having a panic attack right now.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm sorry for my outburst. I'm having a panic attack right now. They've got to get him to the Greek. This guy, he's a rock star. His name is Aldous something or other, and it's just unfreaking believably funny. It is so funny, it's insane. Here's one more. Watch this one too with me. Watch.
Why did you do this to me?
Out of love.
Are you sure you should be doing this stuff?
Have you got an anti-drug message that you're going to convey now?
I just feel like it couldn't hurt to not be on heroin.
Couldn't it? You know, I used to be sober. When I was sober, I was worried about, is this the twilight of my career? Is the mother of my child a cruel, evil, brilliant, savant, idiot genius? You know, am I bringing up my kid the right way? Now, I'm just worried about drugs. Your life's to-do list must be a baffling document. You're worried about so many things, Aaron. You're worried about, will we get to the show? Will I perform well? Will you get the credit that you deserve? Mine has on it but one word. Do you know what that word is?
Oh, no. I have to sneeze.
What?
I have to sneeze, but I'm terrified that my bowels will evacuate if I do.
If you sneeze, it is very important that you clench at the same time. Aaron.
I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna clench and sneeze.
Listen to me.
I'm gonna clench and sneeze.
Don't close your eyes. It's impossible to sneeze if your eyes are open. Open your eyes. You're being selfish.
I'm gonna clench and sneeze.
Is it still in?
I think I broke a rib. Hello to you.
Hi.
I'm just checking if Flight 51 is on time.
Let's see.
Hello, gorgeous. That flight to Vegas left yet?
Not yet.
Well, stick us on that then, please.
2 first-class tickets?
No.
Yep, switch us onto the Vegas flight, me and him.
All right.
No.
I want to visit my dad. It's your idea.
That's not what I meant. I meant after the show to see your dad.
You didn't specify. You didn't specify.
Yeah, well, I did that special favor for you earlier, so maybe you could return that favor and we could just go to LA.
What favor?
You know, the favor that I did earlier.
My mind's a blank. Oh! He means the heroin. His bum's all full of heroin.
That doesn't mean that. No.
I'm a terrible drug addict.
No.
That's funny.
He's a mule.
You're the devil.
Perfect.
He had him stick a bag of heroin up his boo-boo, up his bobo.
Oh.
And he was sitting there going, my mind's a blank. I've never laughed so hard in my life at a movie before as I've done Get Him to the Greek. It is just unfreaking believably funny. It is crazy funny. Unbelievably funny.
It's probably a spin-off sequel to Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It's got the same troupe. They're called a troupe. The bunch of the actors that are all together. It's got. I don't think it has. Who's the tall guy that is so funny that did that did I Love You Man? Who was that guy? That was the same troupe that did that. When they went to see Rush, you know who I'm talking about? What's his name? this guy right here, I can't think of the actor's name, but it's so freaking funny. I Love You Man is where we get slapping to best, me and Steve Rush, when we go, you should be slapping to best. It's funny, funny, funny stuff. Paul Rudd is the head actor, but there's one part when you just have to see it. If you haven't seen I Love You Man, you won't understand any of the clips because they're just so freaking funny. It's ridiculous. Anything that troupe does is hysterical. Anything they do. It's good stuff.
You know, there's one thing that bugs me about certain movies these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, titles like I Love You Man and Why Him and all that. I mean, what's up with these titles lately? They sound too generic, you know?
I know, but you have to realize that this is one of the funniest films you'll ever see in your life is I Love You Man. It's freaking one laugh after another.
I mean, I'm not criticizing just the movie. I mean, Hollywood itself has, gone less creative over the years and decided to go with these names. I mean, what's their deal?
I can't speak for Hollywood. I don't know, babe. I don't know where they come up with the titles, but I know that you can. I wonder if you can see it here. If so, I'll drop a link in the chat room. Let me see if this is a good link. No, not a good one. Let's go back and find another one. You can usually find movies online for free. I know that's horrible, but whatever. HBO.
Some people choose not to do that because they're afraid that, stream movies can lead them in prison.
Well, come get me, boys. That's all I got to tell you. Come get me. I'm right over here. You got to find me, but if you can find me, come get me. There you go. I Love You Man is one of the funniest movies on the internet. I mean, it's just crazy. It's so freaking funny. My God, I don't see how people haven't seen that. How could you not see I Love You Man? I mean, that's one of the... Oh, it's on Netflix? Truly? Well, let's just take a lookie and see. Yeah, I use Mad Dog. Oh, no, it's not. You have to stream it. It's a DVD. I hate that. I think. Is it? Wait a minute. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm checking now.
Got it. I Love You Man is a film based on a script previously by Larry Levin. Yeah, romantic comedy right there.
It's crazy fun. Oh, it's on DVD only. Damn it, never mind. You can't get it on Netflix. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's a drag. Anyway, well, it's funny if you can find it. It's great to watch. Very funny movie. Another funny movie is that has that same group is called Couples Retreat. That's amazingly funny. It's the same troupe of people. I think it's called a troupe, Troupe. It's a group of It's a group of actors that work together. That's good stuff. Fun. I don't know if it's on Hulu or not. Is it on Hulu? Yeah, I think the trailer's on Hulu. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. I guess we're out of here. There's 2 movies for you to watch and some biblical things for y'all to pay attention to, and that's it. We're out of here. We gone?
All right.
Dr. B, I really enjoy having you on my show. It's fun because you're such a breath of fresh air, but I just think you hold back too much.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Talk more.
Oh, I just let everybody have their piece, But sometimes I'll insert, between conversations because I may have something important to say or I just say something just because. I didn't
know you could watch I Love Lucy on Hulu. I heard what you said, Precious. I did. I'm sorry. I heard what you said.
It's all right. I've heard of I Love Lucy.
What do you mean you've heard of I Love Lucy? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? You heard? My kids know every word to I Love Lucy. They live by I Love Lucy. Are you kidding? YouTube Red? What is that? I Love Lucy. My kids cut their teeth on it when she did Queen. I am the Queen of the Gypsies. She tried to do a play, and the whole thing kind of backfired on her, and it's really funny when she did I when the Queen. It was called the operetta.
guess I'll go back to my own valley.
This is where I get when I stop a song and I go, all right already, all right already, all right already. This is where I get it from.
Lily! Lily! Who's there? Lily! Who are you? Who am I? Come closer and I'll tell you who I
Are you really a gypsy queen, gypsy queen?
Yes, little girl, and I have a prediction for you.
For me?
Yes, and I will tell it to you in my song.
My song. Tell me. I took the wind.
And the eye of an ass.
I put it in a pot, and what do you think I got? 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 What do you think I got?
All right already. I think I'll tell my prediction. Come here, little girl. Sit down.
And there you go. She's pretty funny. Her name was Lucille Ball. She was funny. Funny as hell.
Yeah, I thought I was watching like a spinoff to the Three Stooges, which is just as funny.
Which is what I watch them all the time. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times I watch the Three Stooges, because when something gets me down, I think that watching something funny will change my mood, and it does. The other day, I watched the Three Stooges for about an hour and a half, just sitting here watching them. Three Stooges. I watch them all the time.
That's exactly what I did in times past, yeah.
Who's your favorite third stooge? Is it Curly, Shemp, or Joe?
Curly. Curly is really funny.
I don't know why but mine is Shemp in Sing a Song of Sixpence. It's one of the funniest ones I think I've ever been around in my life, is Sing a Song of Sixpence.
Yeah, couldn't argue with that.
Disorder in the Court was made in 1936. It was the very first one they did, and I cannot believe that in 1936 that they let a woman go on dressed the way this woman was in court when she started doing that dance. This was the first one they did. When the bird goes, find the letter, find the letter. But when she does that dance, it's pretty amazing what they let her do.
And most intellectual jury.
I'll show you the dance I'm talking about.
Realize Miss Gail Tempest's life is at stake?
Oh,
Now raise your right hand. Now place your left hand here.
Take off your hat.
Raise your right hand. Now put your left hand here.
Please take off your hat.
Raise your right hand. Now put your left hand here. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Why don't you answer him?
He's talking pig Latin. I don't know what he's saying. With it.
He said, take this chair.
Were you in the Black Bottom Cafe on the night of February
Here she
13th?
is, right here. In 1936, can you believe they let a woman dance like this on the television? Look how look how she's dressed. It's like she's in a bathing suit.
Woo.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, I love the Three Stooges. All right, we got to get out of here. I'm never going to leave. If we keep talking about videos and stuff like this, I could go on the rest of the night.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Say good night, Dr. B.
Good night.
Good night.